Hey y'all. So I'm scrolling TikTok and I'm hearing that there's gonna be some some changes going on in the Spark community. Now I have nothing to do with the Spark community, but a part of Uber Eats, they do have Walmart orders, and those are GM orders where they pay you like $40 to drop off 12 packages or something like that. And I used to take those until I realized I was wasting time. Excuse me, because in the 2 or 3 hours that they wanted me to deliver these packages to these random places, I could have, I could have been getting more food deliveries. But I mean, that's kind of iffy too, because you still got to sit around and wait for the food to be finished and stuff like that. So either way, there was going to be a delay or something. So I can't say that either way would be faster, but I do feel that if I took delivery orders instead of, the GM orders, I would get more money. That's just my own opinion. I don't know if it's true or not. That's just how I feel. So anyway, they're saying that they're going to start stacking GM orders with shopping orders. So that means you got to shop for the customer. You have that separate section. And then they're going to give you packages to drop off at the same time. My opinion, it sounds like a recipe for disaster. Because if you got milk and eggs and cheese and stuff like that, stuff that's perishable in your car already, but you got to keep that to the side and drop off packages on the way to the grocery order drop off, that ain't going to work. Something's going to happen. And another thing I don't like is the fact that you don't even know what you're picking up. It'll just say GM order, 17 items or something like that. And it could be a big TV. It could be a huge table. It could be anything. You don't know. And that's another thing I don't like about gig work. When it comes to stuff like that, that's why I never take orders from Home Depot. Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. But that's why I never take orders from Home Depot or Lowe's. Because even though some people say, oh, it was just some nails, it was just some screws, it was just a thing of line, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what it was. I don't trust them. I don't trust it. And I already have a rather small car, so ain't too much I can fit up in there. I saw this one girl, she had to deliver what was it, a fish tank? An aquarium. Yeah, she had to deliver an aquarium in her small car. Craziness, okay? No. I don't take those orders. It's just not worth it to me at all. I don't know what it is about. Well, I mean, that's one thing I do like about DoorDash. At least they tell you what you're going to pick up, what you're going to shop for, or whatever. But on Uber Eats, you have no idea. You don't know what you're getting. You have no idea what you're getting. And I feel like if they had more transparency, they would have less cancellations. Because I can't put a big 50-inch TV in my car, plus groceries. Absolutely not. That's too much. And it runs more of a risk of damages to a car by trying to force something to fit in your small car. I just wish these big companies would keep us drivers in mind. understand that they have the monopoly and, it's like whatever we say goes kind of thing. We know you're desperate. You're going to drive for us anyway, so we can do you any kind of way. It's kind of like an abusive relationship. He knows you ain't going nowhere, so he's going to treat you any kind of way. Whether he treats you nice or whether he treats you mean, you still going to stay. So what difference does it make? So if I feel like treating you in a mean way, I'm going to treat you in a mean way because I can, and I know you're not going nowhere. That's how they treat us. Like we're desperate because we are. Unfortunately, I know I am. This is my only source of income. I have nothing else. Nothing else. I've been out of work since, let's see. I think it was the end of 2025 or something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. I just feel like that whole situation rocked me to my core. I never in life thought that I would have to be scrimping and scrounging to pay bills. I literally have to plan out days and figure out which bill to pay first. And the problem is when you do it like that, the bills never stop coming. Every time you turn around, it's going to be another bill. When I used to just pay all my bills on the same day. Or when I was working a regular job, it wasn't much. It was like $1,500 every 2 weeks. And I would pay my bills. I would pay all my bills with one check and have savings and a little bit of fun with the next check, I miss that. I miss having that option. But see, with gig work, it's like having your own business. If you don't move, the money don't move. You ain't gonna make no money if you don't get up out of your bed and do what you gotta do. Now, the work is easy. Who can't pick up a order and drop it off? Who can't do that? Anybody can. Anybody can. The work is very, very easy. But the consistency of it is what's hard. Because when you don't feel like it, you still got to get up and go. Because these bills ain't going to pay themselves. I'm sorry, themselves. So, I don't know. I just hope that one day they'll just give us more transparency. So it won't be so much guesswork and so many cancellations when you realize you can't pick up the order. So now that they're going to be batching these orders together, that means that more than likely Uber Eats is going to get less grocery orders through Walmart. Or GM orders for that matter. Because I can't do charity work no more. I did one order where I dropped off, what was it? I think it was 8 packages for $15 or something like that. And what they don't tell you is that sometimes you can't find these places. Sometimes the map will just stop on you and you have no idea where to go. I made the mistake of calling the customer, and she practically begged me not to take the stuff back to the store. So, being a nice person, I got her new address and dropped off the package. Did I get an extra tip? No. I mean, I was riding around for darn near an hour trying to find this lady's place. It was my last drop off, and it gave me HELL for real. So, I can't do charity work no more. It's got to make sense. If I've taken an order where it was $50 for 12 drop-offs, why in the world would I take an order that is only $20 for 12 drop-offs? After I done seen the best, why would I accept the worst? No, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. Well, anyway, those are my thoughts on that situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.